Meek Mill and Robert Kraft are marching for anti-Semitism in Poland this month.
You know, it's interesting. I've seen a lot of...
Talk that shit, Meek. Get them niggas, Meek.
Now tell me more.
Oh, man.
Tell me more.
There's they're marching, man. There's that much other story to it. Apparently, Meek reached out to Robert Kraft and said, "What more can I do to help?" And Robert Kraft said, "You know what? I got something for you.
Come march.
Come march with me in Poland."
And if I'm Meek, I'm
Poland.
on that jet going right to Poland.
Let's talk about that.
I'm going.
Tell me why.
Because allegedly when Meek,
have some fun.
allegedly when Meek needed help, Robert Kraft was there to help him. So if you need help, I'm gonna extend the same exact courtesy that you extended to me.
For life.
If it ain't hurting me.
Robert Kraft is a good person to have on speed dial. Like, how you need my help? You
Say
need me
whatever
to,
you want,
to do anything? You need me to support anything you got going on?
I don't try to put my fucking moral beliefs on anybody else.
Bro, listen. If a nigga asks for help that need help and it's not gonna be of a hindrance to me, well, I say no.
Niggas be owning shit.
I don't know if you asking me.
No, I'm serious. Like, I believe that with any, like if you call me and say, "Yo, I need you to do X, Y, Z," if I'm not gonna be compromised, or even sometimes if I am compromised,
I could look at
I'll
it
have
like
to weigh
I
it.
could look at it like that's where we going to disagree a little bit. I could look at it like it's a hindrance to me. If I'm taking time out of every other month or a lot of time out, especially when football season starts, we in the off season and this is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing me come out a lot in support of the billionaire people.
Got you, but that don't necessarily mean it's a hindrance.
Mm-hmm. I said, depending on how you look at that, if he starts to look at that like, hey, I could be using this time constructively on some of my own shit, then he could look at it like a hindrance. And then that answer's going to go a little different when you call and say, hey, can you go to Poland right quick? No, nigga, I can't.
But I just pulled you into this $1 million company over here doing blah, 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 blah. I ain't had to pick up the phone. I called you to bring you in over here when I didn't have to.
Bring me into what? See, and that's where our fight is going to come into. Most of these niggas like to hang out with billionaire niggas. I'm not dumb. Most of the girls like to fuck. Let me talk. Most of the girls like to fuck the billionaires without getting a dime from them.
True. No,
I'm not one of them.
We not having that conversation. I'm talking about, let's say, like, what was the shit that they announced with the New Era? They bought Mitchell and Ness or New Era or some shit?
I think
Mitchell and Ness, I think they bought.
Who?
Meek, Meek, the dude from the Sixers,
Michael
all of
Rubin.
them. Michael
See,
Rubin.
I don't want to hear about none of that.
I'm giving you an example. I'm just using that as an example. So let's just say I got bought into that, right? Like they had enough money to buy the shit on their own. They might have gave me a piece of that. So now when Michael Rubin calls my phone and he needs some assistance, I'm there.
I'm not assuming who had the money to do what,
Gotcha.
especially with entertainers. I'm not talking about the sports people.
Sure.
So when people just continue to show up in support of, hey, if that's cool for you, it's cool for you. I'm only speaking for me.
Gotcha.
At some point, if I think I'm worth what I'm worth, if the relationship ain't
Reciprocal.
business in some type of way, like I understand you got me out of jail, thanks. I done showed up for a few years at a bunch of Sixers games, Patriots games. I done tweeted some shit. I done been in this meeting. I done been in over here. I done been in over here. Still got to sell his house.
Well, in Meek's defense, Kraft has apparently launched a $25 million stand-up to Jewish hate campaign. So there may be some...
See, you want your name to be involved with
There
that.
may be...
You want your name to be involved.
And Mike Tyson's also involved, apparently Tom Brady, John
You want
Bon
your name involved
Jovi.
with
Like,
that.
yeah.
But
I just thought it was a funny
my
headline.
statement still
Amazingly
stands
funny.
outside of that, though.
Amazingly funny.
But that's dope.
New Joe Budden.